I mean, this isn't new, though. They always do this. This is how they operate.
These two men are anti-abortion protesters, trying to convince the frightened woman behind the wheel not to drive into this women's medical clinic parking lot, where she has an appointment for an abortion. The woman who walked up to the car...
Look at these unfuckable freaks, dude. Like, jail them. Straight up, jail. Straight to jail. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Unfuckable.
Carr is the co-director of the clinic, assuring the patient who speaks little English she is safe with her, and that they will protect her while she's here. This type of
this is like this is the gross thing too. Like, that's why they have pregnancy centers and family planning centers and crisis centers. Like, they literally hide themselves in plain sight as though they are abortion clinics, okay? So that they can stop people who need to get an abortion from getting that abortion. Like, the entire purpose of those fucking centers are to lie to the women that want to get an abortion and stop them from getting the abortion. Like, literally convince them that they shouldn't get the abortion.
Confrontation at the Knoxville Center for Reproductive Health in Tennessee is very common, but it's happening at a very unusual moment in time, with the knowledge that legal abortion may be ending very soon in this state.
I can't even find words how disturbing it is.
Corinne Ravetti is a nurse practitioner and one of the other co-directors of this clinic, which provides all types of gynecological health care.
What kind of society is that we force people to...
If chatters knew their birth would kill their mothers, would they want to be born? I mean, no one consents to being born. Like, not to be a fucking antinatalist, but like, you never consented to being born, okay? You didn't. Inherently, it's a selfish act. So, you know, you didn't sign up for this. Nobody asked you. You weren't like, oh yeah, like, I would like to fucking revel in the anguish that is existence. That is being a human being. It's fucking awesome. Really changed my mind on this. You fucking our moms made me pro-abortion. You're welcome.
To motherhood when they're not prepared or ready to do that, or know that they're already stretched to their limits and cannot support another child.
Under a Tennessee law passed in 2019, if the U.S. Supreme Court overturns Roe v. Wade, this state will then ban abortion 30 days after the ruling is issued. Exceptions will only be allowed to prevent the death of the pregnant woman or a serious injury. Dr. Aaron Campbell is one of the physicians who performs abortions here. He's the medical director.
I think people will pursue unsafe, illegal abortions, and I think people will get sick and die. And I think that blood and their death will be on the hands of these lawmakers.
The people say no exceptions for rape. Why would they make an exception for rape? It's still a life. Even if you are a child born out of rape, incestuous rape, it's still a life. So technically, it's the morally consistent position. And this is why you don't debate perverts, okay? This is why you just don't debate. Because a debate pervert will look at that and go, well, that's morally consistent. You know what I mean? There's no reason. Like, how are you going to have a conversation with that person? Like, you know what I mean? Also, rape exceptions are ridiculous regardless. Let's be real. The unfortunate reality is that, like, how are you going to fucking go to the court system, to our current criminal justice system, and be like, I was raped? And then there's a process where they have to prove that, you know? By the time they try to get to proving that, you're already fucking, you know, having the child. So that's great. That's great. So when they even do like a rape exception, it doesn't matter. That's what fucking happens when you ban abortions, by the way.
That are passing these laws.
Dr. Campbell's late father was also the medical director here for many years.
I think he would be devastated.
I mean, obviously it's shitty, but it's still morally consistent. I know, but I don't care because your morality is broken. Your moral system is fundamentally broken, okay? That's the point. Just because it's consistent doesn't mean it's good. What? Young Thug and a bunch of other rappers, but there's one name. Okay, we're going to get to Gunna in a second. Hold on.
Stated.
There are very few places that provide abortions in Tennessee. There was another clinic just a few miles away from here.
On New Year's Eve, our local Planned Parenthood affiliate was burned down, ruled to be an arson.
And it hasn't reopened.
It hasn't reopened. It's not been rebuilt.
Doing this type of work has long been intimidating and often frightening for the medical professionals. Many of the patients who come here for routine checkups do it partly out of support and loyalty for the clinic, Lisa being one of them. And she shares the employees' emotions about what the Supreme Court seems poised to do.
It makes me angry.
For now, the anti-abortion protesters say they will continue to be here.
We're not here to intimidate people. We're here because...
But you do, and you know that.
Well, if the child was outside the womb, we wouldn't be acting like this.
And the clinic employees say they will continue to do this.
It'd be like, if the child was outside the womb, we'd be kicking them. Because, you know, fuck that child. That's a libtard baby, you know? What if that baby's potentially trans? You know what I'm saying? I'll fucking kill that baby if it was outside the womb. But when it's in the womb, that's when I care about it, okay? By God. That's the only time will I care about it. You understand me? Fucking punt that baby like a goddamn football. Baby come up to me, says some fucking gay shit. I'll punt it. I'll punt that goddamn baby. Felix subtweeting you. It's absolutely possible for a 6'3", 30-year-old man to become the size of General Radon with a proper nutrition and sleep schedule. Felix subtweeting me. He's right. Because the patriarchy of tyranny in science, women's health biology wasn't really studied until maybe 60, 70 years ago. So while in general science and knowledge, maybe in 2022, knowledge and understanding of a woman's health is like in the 18th century. And this lack of knowledge is what makes men think they can speak for any of these issues and experiences. I think men just love talking about shit that they don't know anything about. It's just across the board, okay? Like, straight up.
Their jobs. But they know the writing is on the wall, and that perhaps there is now not much they can do about it. What are you going to start telling your patients?
I don't know. I don't know that any of us know.
And Gary Tucken joins us now from Knoxville, Tennessee. Are any of the employees there holding out hope that one of the Supreme Court justices might change his or her mind?
Anderson, I just talked to another one of the co-directors here at the clinic. She was born in 1979, 6 years after Roe became the law of the land. She says she feels it's incomprehensible that Roe will no longer exist, and that's one of the reasons, she says, she still has hope that at least one of the conservative justices will change his or her mind.
Yeah. Fuck those Supreme Court justices.